This hotel room is so haunted they had to seal it shut. The St. James Hotel in Cimarron, New Mexico once hosted Wild West legends like Jesse James, Annie Oakley, and Buffalo Bill. It had good food, comfortable beds, and dancing girls. But today, it's one of the most haunted spots in the entire state. After opening in 1872, the St. James Hotel quickly became known for its violence. So much so that a common question asked was, so, who was killed at the St. James last night? And as those Wild West days faded into memory, the hotel fell into disrepair until 1985, when Ed Sitzberger and his wife Pat bought the St. James. They hoped to bring the historic hotel back up to date, doing some renovations on the place. They were really excited. But it didn't take long for the couple to realize there was something very different about the St. James. It seemed to come alive. The couple found that lights would turn on by themselves. They'd hear and see strange things. Now, they didn't believe in ghosts when they first bought the place, but they quickly became believers. Room 18 is especially chilling. Staff keeps this room locked, padlocked actually, because of one ghost, Thomas James Wright, also known as TJ, an unhappy spirit. He was killed at the hotel decades before, and his final moments were spent in room 18. Story goes TJ, along with a group of men, sat down one night for a game of poker. This game was a long one, and apparently the hotel itself was at stake. After TJ won the hotel, he walked back down the hallway towards his room and was shot. He then crawled back into room 18 and died minutes later. Per hotel records, in 1881, a TJ Wright was registered to stay at the St. James for 3 days, and it's believed that his ghost has stayed at the hotel since those painful final moments, still believing that the hotel is rightfully his. He won it in the poker game. His spirit is very aggressive, and he doesn't like when people enter room 18. People rarely ever enter the room, and no one ever sleeps in it. TJ's angry ghost does not like company. In the past, he has attacked people, physically pushing them down on the bed and floor. And many people just generally feel really unsafe in the room, a very hostile type energy. One of the owners, Pat, said that every time she entered room 18, she felt so uneasy, negative, and on one occasion witnessed a glowing, swirling ball of light in the corner of the room. This white swirl emitted a feeling of anger and hatred. And she wasn't the only one to see this. A man named Kenneth Wright, who was a medical doctor, a surgeon actually, was in the room when this happened, and he too said it was unlike anything he had ever witnessed, saying it terrified him so badly he felt like he couldn't breathe. He was gasping for air. And this was a doctor. Pat said this presence felt cold, negative, and like it was from the past, many believing this was TJ, warning them that this was his room. In hopes to appease the spirit, Ed and Pat didn't do any work or construction on room 18. They left it as is, saying that is TJ's room as far as they were concerned. Employees at the hotel consider it to be the most active, hence the padlock. But it isn't just room 18. The owners say the entire hotel is haunted. Room 17, right next to room 18, is also known to be a paranormal hotspot. Numerous guests report hearing strange tapping noises on the window as they sleep at night. And according to these guests, it's not just a couple taps. It's like going on for hours. Tap, 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 tap. And in the kitchen, cooks witness all types of activity firsthand. Cups, glasses, plates moving on their own. But one of the most terrifying accounts comes from a man by the name of Charlie Varela. Charlie worked at the St. James Hotel, and one May morning in 1988, he had come into work alone around 5 a.m. and was cleaning the bar area. Doing some vacuuming, he thought that he was in the room alone. But as he turned around to grab some trash bags, he looked up, and sitting on top of the wooden bar was a young boy spinning a glass. The child had his back to Charlie, and at first, he thought this must be a kid who had come down from upstairs and was just playing around. Charlie was about to tell him, hey, you can't be down here, you need to go back upstairs to your parents, when the little boy quickly turned around and Charlie saw that he was not living. He said his face was hideous, markings all over it. The little boy quickly jumped off the bar, and Charlie was so scared he took off running. Charlie did not feel that this was a friendly spirit, and that morning, he quit. I love that energy from Charlie. You know, he's not messing around with that. I respect that. He said this scared him so bad he didn't want to work at the hotel anymore. But this hotel is on my must-visit list, as I believe it is haunted by the ghosts of the old Wild West. Do you think you could last a night there? I don't think I could do room 17. A tapping would get annoying. I can't sleep with someone snoring next to me, so I don't think I'd do very well with tapping. But what about you? Thanks so much for joining me for this episode and subscribing to this channel. Hit that like button if you want more ghost stories and turn on post notifications. I upload new videos every week, and I don't want you to ever miss out. And to hold you over until next episode, check out these videos. You could pick that one or that one. See you soon.